We got Brennan in here, dredging. Just got started on our second trip of the season. We're gonna work around this rock. Not sure if it's gonna go anywhere. It is a massive boulder. And eventually we'll be moving forward. Then we'll bring the boat up and we will knock out that next pool just above the waterfall there. So hoping the gold stays good, and we'll see what we see. We just started our third tank of gas. We're lucky it's Alaska, so we can mine late during the summer. Brennan's in there working, and we're gonna see how we do. We'll clean up at the end of today. Got a little problem with the hose getting plugged now that we've moved the boat up, but hoping, running wide open, that we've got that worked out. Oh yeah, there's two in there now.
Pieces of lead?
No, 2 pieces of gold.
Oh yeah. Alright.
And it's getting cleaned out.
Yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic about this. Just gotta wait for our first big chunk to go through and see how that handles it.
We ran about 3 tanks of gas and used the trap plastic sluice to get us down from, I don't know, probably 3 gallons of concentrates to this little pan worth. Not looking too bad. All right, weighing up the chunky pieces.
Almost 2 grams.
Almost 2 grams of chunky pieces. 1.9. 4.7 grams. That was our goal for the day, was 5, so we got pretty close. All right, stay tuned for next day. We ran hard. We dredged the entire pool that we could for today. We moved the boat a little bit, starting to get into the next pool, and but we think it's time for dinner, and we're gonna go ahead and clean up now and see what we get.
Well, there's day 2 all cleaned up. 2.5 grams, not bad. Bit of a slow day compared to yesterday, but good. We'll check in tomorrow.
Good morning, it's day 3. Sorry about the motor noises. We're doing some creative dredging today. We were following the bedrock along right here, and then it goes up about 1.5 feet. And so James is actually on bedrock up there, just cleaning up what little material is left. And we're gonna clean that chunk of bedrock up to the next pool. I bet you half of today is gonna be moving the damn boat upriver. So we'll get back to you with any gold and updates as we carry on today. day 3. The weather took a turn on us. It's been raining for the last 6 hours or so, but we're toughing it out and hopefully got a decent amount of gold. A little bit here in the first ripple already. We'll show you what we got on way up. So here's weighing up the gold on day 3. .26. Not too bad for just cleaning off bare bedrock. And that makes $9,763 for the trip so far. All right, not too bad. We'll see you tomorrow. Day 4 of the trip. We moved the boat. We're up about a 1.5 to 2 feet following the bedrock. We're dredging the next pool up, which should be nice. There's some exposed bedrock on the right bank, and we'll hopefully show you some sweet gold in a little bit here. All right.
Chasing that bedrock outcropping. A lot of it's run shallow, but we seem to have dropped off the front edge of that bedrock outcropping there in front of you. And the result is that we are not sure how deep this sediment goes until we hit bedrock again. So we're doing our best to get down there and see if there's any gold.
There's day 4 done, all cleaned up. Nothing too crazy, but the weirdest piece of gold I've ever seen. Looks like a little saw blade. And it weighs 0.66. Not too bad. Let's see how we did with the rest of it. Another 2-gram day. Not much to write home about, but hopefully we can go find more bigger pieces like that tomorrow.
All right, 5th and final day of the trip. We are still working this deep hole. From what we reckon, this deeper bedrock down here doesn't really have much gold sitting on it. Might be that when the creek was a higher level, it was coming just screaming down this straightaway, hitting this bedrock here, and then dropping right where James is on the right side there. There's a weird little shelf in the bedrock, and then it drops back off way down into that hole. So hopefully we see good results today, and we'll show you some gold later. Not looking forward to today. We finally found our source of all the trash that we've been dredging up over the years. It's right here on the hillside. Someone's old hard rock mine dump. Bunch of modern plastics and spark plugs and pieces of lead acid batteries and all sorts of crap like that. It's a real shame to see this kind of stuff ending up in the river system. There's a big piece of iron sticking out of the dirt right here. We don't know how long ago this stuff was here. It doesn't look terribly old and doesn't look like it's been in the river that long, so somebody's dumped a bunch of trash in this poor creek very recently, and we're just cleaning it up as we go, piling it up on the banks and hauling it out when we can. And I'm sure you saw the plastic bag that James is working towards underwater here, but real shame. Something we're not terribly excited about. So clean up your trash, people. Final day's cleanup through that big old trash pile up here. Not looking great, but we'll show you what we get here in a minute.
Well, there it is. Worst day of the trip is the last one. We think what's happened is we've dredged ourselves right out of the old channel and into some newer stuff, and this is just the flood gold. So we're missing out on some of the bigger stuff that we found in the past, like last season. So we are going to reassess when we come back next trip, maybe move upstream where the channels are one and the same, and go from there. But anyways, so our total for this trip ended up being 12.5. Not too bad. I think we're quickly approaching our last season total with just a 4-inch dredge. So hopefully we'll see some more production next time, and as always, stay tuned for more.